Jacob,
Uh-huh.
who is the most underrated artist in the world right now?
Underrated. I mean, this guy that we're about to review right now, one of our favorites, the man himself, Joji. No, I'm kidding. Quadeca.
There is a Joji guy we're doing his stuff too. He's also pretty
Yes.
underrated, but not to
Yes.
this extent.
No, no.
Um, it might
I
just be a
think.
bias because we're college students. Apparently, a huge college students love Quadeca, I guess, and
Yes.
everyone else doesn't. Granted,
So
I have never met someone else that likes Quadeca besides you and me.
I know, right?
So I don't
Yes.
know where these people are at. But
Yeah, I know.
hey,
We're in their
hey,
Discord. We're in
yeah,
their
we are.
Discord.
We are. Go Quadeca. We love you
So,
guys.
Riley, when did you start watching Quadeca? When did you start following the man himself, Quadeca? Benjamin.
Um, it was before Insecure. I think it was like his first ever, like the rap styles thing. I've been a fan of him for a long time. I remember the day Insecure dropped. I'd been a fan of him for a few months at that point, and I was like, okay. I never checked out his music. I just liked him as a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I just thought he was really good at what he did. I think I actually did check out Out of Order once or twice, which isn't my favorite. I mean, I don't ever want to speak again and Wonderful. Those are two amazing songs off of that album,
Of
and
course.
they kind of put him on the map for me. And I remember I stayed up for this album when it came out. Like this
Mhm.
was one of the first albums I stayed up for,
Yeah.
which in retrospect is weird, but
It is weird.
it is what it is. It's what happened.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved this song. Senior year of high school is when it came out for both of us.
Yes.
Quadeca
We
is
listened
our
to
age.
it
He's
a
between
ton.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we listened to this album a ton.
Yes. So nostalgia is gonna come in here.
Yes.
We will be doing.
Although
for
our
me,
rankings don't really show nostalgia, which I think is good. But I think
we tried to be as objective as we could,
I
and like
think our
objectively,
bracket
this
might
isn't the
show.
greatest album compared to, especially like
Yes.
compared to For Me to You and what
Yes.
we've heard from I Didn't Mean to Haunt You, and like just the trajectories he's on is incredible. But there are glimpses on this, which is
Yes.
really cool.
So if you like Quadeca, make sure that you subscribe to our channel. We love Quadeca, and we're going to be doing the rest of his brackets within the next couple of weeks. So make sure you are watching. We will be doing For Me to You next. We were contemplating doing Out of Order, but then with just the amount of stuff we're reacting to and doing brackets of, we were just like, you know what? We're just going to do voice memos For Me to You. And then I Don't Mean to Haunt You, which releases on November 11th. We're so excited. I'm so excited.
Oh, for
This
sure.
album is going to be insane. I'm loving the first couple songs he's dropped. If you guys want to watch our reactions, we've reacted to both Born Yesterday and Tell Me a Joke. So go
Yeah.
back into our video, watch those, like, comment, tell us if we're missing literally anything. We both listen to this man a lot. For Me to You is probably my most listened to album of all time.
Yeah, it's up
Of
there
all
for
time.
me. It's that or
Of
a
all-
Weekend album. That's
Yes,
that's
yes.
the truth.
Like this, we love this stuff. So if you love Quadeca, please hit that subscribe button and let us know what you think. So we'll get on to it
Yeah.
with
These days versus Real Thing.
we're starting good.
We are.
We're starting great. So these days.
When I first met you, you were still young and hot. These days, nothing matters when I look into your face. Nothing in my past is a mistake. If you led me to this motherfucking place, yeah. These days.
These days.
Incredible song.
Goosebumps. I'm not gonna lie. I listened to that song a decent amount, and it still gives me goosebumps to this day. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's one of the most
Alright, Real Thing.
influential songs he's ever released.
It
Like,
is.
He refers
And he's
to
still-
it all
yeah.
the time.
He does. He
It's
does.
an incredible track.
For such a sad artist, that song is so good for being such a fun and loving song.
Yeah, it is.
So good. All right, Real Thing.
The reason reason that they never gon' cry. The reason that they never know why. I'm the only thing that's in my mind. I just put up in a building.
All right, that was real thing.
It's these days once my computer lets me move it. There we
It
go.
is these days.
Yeah.
I'm actually here's where I gotta think. It's these days by a mile. Not gonna lie.
It's not even close, yeah.
But I do like Real Thing. I really wish Real Thing was matched up against like literally, like it's better. But
I agree.
I
agree.
I like Real Things a lot. Real Thing a lot. It's just a really unfortunate mashup for me. So I guess that's my 10 seconds of sadness for Real Thing. But
No, I agree. I think it's better than and some of the more ignorant Quadeca songs.
Mhm.
But yeah, these days it's just a different level.
Cool. All right, Unusual, featuring Bilou, Wow, Bilou. All right, here we go.
Ain't nothing usual about me. Said ain't nothing usual. I live in a studio. I'm clocking in like I work in a cubicle. The kid is unusual. My bitch is unusual. Yeah, ain't nothing usual about me. Said ain't nothing usual.
Unusual.
What an unusual
That will be
song.
going. What?
What an unusual song.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing I gotta say this about that track. I don't know if this is just me. I do not like the way that the two like vocals go together. I don't know. I'm assuming they did it virtually, like from across the country, so they have different studios that they recorded in. And I think it's just a microphone difference, but the tonality of their vocals is so different. I don't think it's their vocals thing. I think it's something to do with the microphone or something, or the studio, or I don't know what it is, but it honestly kind of drives me crazy. Whenever B. Lou comes on, I just skip the song, and it's not because he had a bad verse. It's not because of that at all. It's just
Sounds
something.
so out of place.
It does. It feels like he just ripped it from a different album and threw it in, which I don't know why that's the case, but it bothers me personally. All right, continue on to Rowboat. I just had to get that out there.
Rowboat interlude.
I never knew it was possible to be this alone. Invisibility cloak, I leave it at the door.
I believe
love-
that was recorded on an iPhone, freestyled.
Yes.
I believe that was what happened there. And talk about freestylers. Can we add Quadeca to this conversation? No? Okay, because
Not
that's
yet.
the only thing we have from him. I guess
yet.
that's fair. But the lyrics on that are incredible. Like, for being just off the top, what is going on? Like, it's so good. And the crappy mic quality and everything, it just adds to the charm. Like, it didn't make it worse. It made it better. Like, absolutely incredible interlude. And it should be an interlude. It's not a traditional song.
No,
But it's
I think it's a
incredible.
very good interlude for this album. I think it works very, very well with the topics he's talking about, and then just for him to throw that in there, it's unusual. It's literally unusual, and I think it's what's crazy and good about it. It is one of the better interludes that you could throw on an album, and it's
literally a voice memo on his phone too, on an
It
album
is.
called Voice Memos. Like
it is.
it's incredible. Like
I wonder. I'm sure there was probably a reasoning for him calling it voice memos just based on that one song. I'm sure
It
it was.
probably
I'm sure
was
it was
a
brought
factor,
into
yeah.
consideration. It is.
Yeah.
I would hope so. So
same. All right, Ego Death versus Thank You Next.
I'm not gonna say anything yet. But Ego Death.
I know I got it, ego. Must be something in my brain.
If I didn't, I'd probably go insane. I'm sorry I'm an asshole. That's just how the raps go. Sorry that I do this shit every day. What? Yeah, I'm on my ego death. I had to reassess. I had to resurrect. Yeah. Hey.
So I have a question, Benjamin. Were you doing psychedelics in high school? Because ego death, A, is a psychedelic term. B, that part we just listened to, that very much has something to do with a common thing that you go through on psychedelics is losing your ego. Because you look at yourself critically and you take out all the bad things about yourself. All right?
Calling you out, Ben.
Did you? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. They're like the drug isn't that bad for you, depending on which drug you use. But if you took like psilocybin, not a big deal. But like, dude, in high school, chill, bro, chill. Wait a little bit. Your brain's still developing, man. Calm down. All right.
Thank you. Next.
I've been like, thank you, next. I hit that bitch with a thank you text. Who been on the shit, better take your guess. When I'm out in Palo Alto, let it Grateful Dead. Call me Kodak, I'm a suburban dude. They call you what? We never heard of you. No. I tell her thank you next.
That's enough of that. Sorry.
I would agree.
Yeah, I was gonna say before we went over there, the quality is dropping down a little bit from the first, a little bit, but you know.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. All right,
Yeah.
Red Dot versus a Dream. I can't remember.
Red Dot.
Looking for a new life. Looking at a new lens. Looking for a new me. Looking for a new band. Yeah, looking for a new bench. The red dot that kills me, the red dot that heals me. I think I need new friends. Look, that ain't a roomie, so that ain't the roomie. I'm following new trends. Then whatever, who said? The red dot that kills me, the red dot that heals me. Go get me a new lens. Y'all are too fake, like my mouth hurts. But if you're for real, then that's way worse. These days I do not believe in the real or the fake. If that's you, then that's you that I found first. Fuck all that justification, I'm done being patient. Like what the fuck, why are you coming and hating and
All right. I love how he references these days before these days even starts.
All right. I love that song. It might be a
song.
purely nostalgic thing. And I mean, it's not my favorite song on this album. It might be my most played song on this album, though. Because
That's nuts.
in high school, for sure, if I wanted to listen to one track off of the album, it was this song.
Red Dot is a good song. a good
It's just
song.
so fun, and you feel like a badass when you rap it. Like, I can hit every single word there. I can't go much faster than that. That's about my limit, and it feels good. It feels so good.
Now that you say that, I want to see if I listen to Red Dot more than I listen to anything else. Because I also listen to Red Dot a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a great song objectively. I love it. I love the double plague where he feels the pressure of like a sniper on him all the time and the red dot of the camera all the time. Wonderful. He talks about that other times as well.
Hmm.
But it's not as good as some. You'll see.
I did not listen to Red Dot more than like these days. But I did listen to it a very close amount. It was not by much. It
Fair.
was within like 10, 15. So.
Fair enough. All right. A dream I can't
A dream
remember.
I can't remember. Another interlude. Here we go.
trying to turn life to a dream I can't remember. But I hope they don't forget me. I just took another one.
Dude, how much drugs did he use in high school?
I just took another few.
Do a lot of people
I don't
use
know.
drugs in high school?
Yes.
Was I?
Yes.
I didn't use a single drug in high school. Well, besides like caffeine and alcohol, which that's normal.
Sugar? Sugar? No.
Yeah,
not
sugar
a
is a drug. So I guess I've
Really?
added that too. Yeah,
Red Dot.
Yeah, not even close. I mean, it's upsetting to see A Dream I Can't Remember lose round one, considering it would beat some of the stuff on the other side. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, Imagination versus Eyes.
Imagination.
When I was 8, yeah, I wanted a Wraith, yeah, but I had to hide in my imagination. Back in the day, I wanted a name, yeah, but I was too shy. I knew I'd never take it. I had a dream, yeah, that I got in my strings, yeah, and now it's just mine. I guess I really changed it. No Post Malone, but I did it on my own, and I was so high. They like congratulations.
No Post Malone. Blah 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 blah. Congratulations. Wow. Call back to our old brackets. Go check them out.
I know.
All right. Eyes.
It's like we did that on purpose. No, we
we
didn't.
didn't at all. Eyes.
Eyes.
I woke up and my eyes were sore. Yeah. I gave you every last tear that I had. I don't think I can cry no more. No. All of this red on my eyes looking like I never gotten high before.
God, more drugs, Quad.
This shit is a mile more.
Makes sense why you're so much more mature than us.
Can he have the?
You're like a
official,
year ahead of us, you
Can he
motherfucker.
have my pills trophy that I got? Can he have it now? Am I
No, because-
officially not a drug addict?
No, because he uses good drugs. He uses like psychedelics and marijuana, like things that actually better you as a person, not opiates that just, destroy you and kill you.
Fine. I guess I'll keep it.
All right, well, I said Eyes.
I hope you
Do we-
know
do
I'm
we need
still
to have
gonna
that
have the-
conversation, or is
It's like
Eyes
be,
okay?
like right here. I'm pretty sure that's still gonna be here until you take it away from me. So.
Good. It better.
Um.
Do
this is
you
pretty good.
agree,
I-
Eyes? You agree?
Yes, I do. yes,
Okay,
I do.
just making
Although
sure.
I do like imagination. I do like it.
Yeah, one of our friends in
do.
high school. I mean, if you were in our friend group, you were familiar with Quadeca because you and I love
Yes,
them. So
because
we
we
would
were
play it quite a
annoying
bit.
with them. Yes.
And one of our friends absolutely loved that song. It was one of his favorites of the time it came out. Like he had that up
Was?
there with like Little Uzi Vert and stuff at the time. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Imagination though. But shout out to him. You know who you are if you're watching.
Yeah, he does.
Which you're not.
He does know who he is.
That's true.
So now we'll be listening to the first song.
The ones that had buys.
That's the
essentially.
one that had vibes. So,
Back on my motherfucking
Back
shit.
on my motherfucking shit. I got a lot of new drip. Yeah.
pretty good. That's pretty good
Look at
time.
my fit.
Alright.
Look at my feet. Yeah. You ride on my wave like a ship. I live my life like a movie. You live your life like a clip. Okay, literally and figuratively, I'm on. Listen to me, a picture with me, I charge. Ripping a beat, a million a week, I'm gone. Did a million tweets and then a repeat. So long. Did a lot, but I'm not even 21. I'm not anyone. Muddy vision on a battle, I already won. I ain't even medicated. My music is medicine. In the headlight, you looking like venison. Better run, yeah. This is too easy for me. Here, take my CD for free. Look at the TV, it's me. How we got zero cosigns, but he going mainstream with the stream. Sleeping on me like ZZZ.
All right, that's enough. That might.
You just said that's enough.
I did. It's a good song. It's a good song. It's not a good song. It's an okay song. It's fun.
Riley's never said that's enough to a song ever until right there. He has never done that. That is hilarious.
Happens.
You're saying that's
Anyways.
enough to his #1 most streamed song. You're
Yeah.
saying that's enough.
I'm sorry. Sorry if you.
I mean, I agree. I agree that's enough.
It's,
These days takes it easy.
yeah. It's going against these days. It's not even a competition. All right, we got Rowboat versus Ego Death.
Robot,
Yeah, I agree. Sorry, Mr.
Row-
Psilocybin.
row the boat. Sky Yuma.
Heck yeah. Now everyone knows we're from Minnesota. Nice one.
Oh, no.
Jackass.
The Joe Mauer poster didn't give it away. No.
Oh shit. We got War versus Red Dot.
If
Can
you want
I
more-
can I ask this out to the audience? Do you like
Probably
War?
since this is our YouTube channel, you can ask that.
Does anybody
please.
like War? Anybody? I
Let's
haven't
listen
heard,
to it and see if
I
see-
haven't
see if
heard
they agree.
any good. I've never heard anyone say they like it. How is it his second most streamed off this album?
You wanna run like bitch? Media painted the wrong light. Hard to hide up in the spotlight. She do anything for me, I'm a Klondike bitch. I live two lives and I'm online, offline, everything on the line. Fuck all the cloud, this is not by the dollar sign. Bottom line, that's just the bottom line. Put up, you shit saying nothing, just like you forgot your lines. Hey, shoes up from Christian Dior, huh? Yeah.
I'm not a kid anymore. We're done.
It's just not good. Like
It's not good. It's not good.
anybody tell me it's a good song, please.
Not good.
Please,
It's not good.
it's just not. Why is it his second most streamed song on this album?
I don't,
What is
no.
going on?
Is it album or is it all time? I'm pretty sure it's all time, not just this album.
Oh god,
all
I
time.
hope that's not true. Yeah, it's
I
got
think it
10.
is.
It's got 10 mil.
Okay, so it's not all time. Okay, it's not. It's not.
It's got got 31 mil, which is ridiculous. I don't know. You guys like ignorant Quadeca way too much. I don't know what y'all are doing.
Yeah. All right, the man on my left shoulder.
I've been talking to the man sitting on my left shoulder. He said everything just gets worse when you're older. Put up to the function, can't even function. No, nothing. I don't know nothing.
I know.
I love that
I
song.
know we're
I
going
love
with
that
the man
song.
on my left shoulder, but Eyes is a really, really, really good song.
It is.
It is really good. It should be in the semifinals, but
Should.
because of the way the bracket broke, it's not. And I'm sure people will be upset about that because Eyes is a top tier song on this album. That being said, the man on my left shoulder is just something. Is another animal. All right.
Yes. I think this is a pretty good. All things considered, this is a pretty good top 4.
Yeah, I mean, Rowboat's a little bit out of place. Like, let's be honest. But
Well, went up against Ego, Death, and Unusual.
yeah, it didn't have the hardest route here.
No.
But yeah,
I think if Eyes was on that side, I think Eyes takes it. I think that's the only thing that maybe changes, but it's still a pretty good.
yeah, I agree. I think a
matchup.
Dream I can't remember might have. Nah, Rowboat's better than that. Never mind.
Yes, these days, and then unfortunately by Red Dot, the man on my left shoulder.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty objective.
This is. I mean,
These two.
you're gonna go with
are-
these days. I'm gonna go with the man.
Well, we don't have a tiebreaker.
We don't know anybody.
No,
Nobody.
no. And These Days is a better song.
No, it's not.
These days just aren't those days. But honestly, these days still hit on most days.
Yeah, this is.
Because I love you, but I see you in a different hue. Wait, a different view. When you're away, the memories play in a different hue. Without
You're
these
referring-
days, you're losing all of those lines. The man on my left shoulder is referred to.
I'm not taking away these days. These days will still be here.
On that note, can These Days win since your camera died?
It's so annoying, honestly. In retrospect, I probably should have changed my camera battery before we started this video.
Well, yeah. Retrospect, it's always 2020. That's not how the saying goes.
I'm not taking away these days. That's the thing. These
But-
days will still be here.
No.
All those
No, no, no,
lines
no, no.
from me to you will still
If
be
one
there.
of these two songs gets taken off the face of the earth,
We're not
I
taking
would-
one of them off.
but-
We're not taking
no,
them off.
no, no,
We're just
no.
saying which one's better. We're just saying which one's better.
if
And
that's
in my
the
opinion,
situation,
it's the man on my left shoulder.
so this is going to be an unfinished bracket.
Maybe.
Because I'm not. These Days is a better song.
All right.
It's a better song. If we were doing the argument of the other songs disappearing, I would much rather lose the man on my left shoulder than These Days. There's sure he references it, but it's an easier thing to say. Be like, oh yeah, the voice in my head, I killed him. Okay? These Days has so much more to it. It's the only optimistic song in like his entire discography. His entire real discography, because everything before this, he doesn't even consider it his music. Like it is, but it isn't. It's like SoundCloud. Counts, but it doesn't. It's just so different. It's just incredible, man.
All right. The man on my left shoulder will always be number 1 in my heart in this album. These days is good. It's number 2. It's number 2.
All right. Well,
How about-
comments are
yeah.
deciding.
Let's do that. If you've made it this far into this video,
I'll say These Days. You'll say the man on my left shoulder. Whichever gets more likes, and we cannot like our own comment. That'll be the decider.
we do it. Yeah, we'll do that. So in the comments, either put these days or the man on my left shoulder, and we'll make a short video at some point after this, saying which one wins.
Maybe.
Usually,
We'll probably make a
we would call
TikTok.
someone up and someone would say this one's better. But unfortunately, like we said before, we don't really have anyone that knows Quadeca really at all.
Yeah,
We could go in the Discord server and say something, but I feel like that's
weird.
weird. Do it on our
Alright.
YouTube channel instead.
Exactly. All right. Well, we hope you liked that video. We will be doing For Me to You next week. We're so excited for Adam Minahan too.
I
It's
love
gonna be
it.
such a good album.
I'm
Expect a
gonna be-
reaction to that album. That'll be a video we'll do. We'll be doing a bracket like 2-ish weeks after it comes out.
Yep.
Just to give us some time to dissect it and everything. Yeah. Excited for that Danny Brown feature. That's gonna be a fun one. Excited for the Sunday Church Choir feature. That's gonna be a fun one. No idea who Thor Harris is. No idea. I looked him up. Nothing.
Irrelevant.
I mean, I trust Quadeca. It'll be a good feature.
I do as well, but he's not relevant to anyone. I mean, Quadeca's really not relevant in most people's minds. Obviously, we don't know anyone else that knows him, so.
Yeah, but we love them.
But we want you guys, remember, comment which one, These Days or The Man on My Left Shoulder. Just let us know. Oh, you could just say, you don't have to, like, dissect. You don't have to be like, you can have nostalgia play a factor if you really want to.
Yeah.
Just pick one. Just pick one.
Please do it. Please.
All right. Yeah. Cool. Thanks for watching.
Deuces.